And from RedDevilWeekly, welcome to another review on the channel. Now, I was going to do it with all the kind of, the graphics and that around me, but unfortunately, it was getting way too laggy. I couldn't do that, and it was just messing up. So, I had to do it on my phone. I do want to do a review of the game for you guys, because I didn't actually do it last time. Welcome, Indy. Thanks for joining back on the stream, pal. But I didn't do it last time. I was going to do it straight after the game and kind of make sure I had my raw reaction, but it didn't work out like that. I just didn't have enough time. So here I am right now. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you are watching, I appreciate it. And yeah, if you are watching, please do leave a like. And yeah, Daryl, I should be live. If you refresh the stream, I should be alright. Welcome, Brother Gaming. He says, I mean, be a bit more polite about it, mate. Be a bit more polite about it. I will read your comments, don't worry. And if any of you guys want to have, have any comments to make on the game or any other issues surrounding Manchester United, feel free to get in touch via the comments, and I will read out your thoughts. So, obviously, it ended 0-0 draw. Not the most ideal result. Yeah, I do apologise for any lag you see in this stream. I can't really help it. But yeah, I'm obviously did finish 0-0. Not really the result that everyone was kind of wanting or anticipating, really. I think a lot of United fans were, a lot of Manchester United fans were thinking we're going to win this game and win it quite, well, not comfortably, but not have as much trouble as we actually did. Because if you look at the way we played and the way Sevilla played, by the stats, they actually played us off the park. They had around, 20-odd shots, and they dominated possession as well. And they had much more attempts than us, and they looked the more threatening throughout the whole game, and they really took to the occasion. And we didn't really do that. We kind of sat back and invited pressure on, soaked up the pressure. Fair enough, we soaked it up well, but ultimately we didn't go out and attack like Manchester United teams of old would do. But yeah, that's just Jose Mourinho and his philosophy for you. And I think ultimately we've come out with a 0-0, which, as I said, isn't the best result for us. But as it says in the title, for me, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as some Man United fans are making out. Indy says, away goal would have been nice, but we're at Old Trafford because we're good at Old Trafford because I think City are the only team who beat us at home since Jose's been manager. Yeah, I agree. I think that, at Old Trafford, you definitely fancy us. Let's say that you definitely fancy us to beat Sevilla at Old Trafford. And yeah, we've got a very, very solid record of not really losing at Old Trafford like Sevilla did at their home stadium when we came to play them. But you never know what can happen in the Champions League. Sevilla could be motivated, pumped up, and they could show up and do a job on us. But you never know what's going to happen in that respect. But we need to still be on our best game. But yeah, as I say, I do agree. I think you would have to fancy us at Old Trafford to get a result. I can't see the... What? Daryl says, De Gea is our hero. If Romero was in goal, we would have lost 4-0. That's a good point. David De Gea, played absolutely fantastically well. I mean, towards the end of that first half, made 2 absolutely world-class saves. And that is why we need him so much. He's saved us so many points this season. It's ridiculous. So, one player who we need to get signed to a contract extension is David De Gea. So, yeah, we definitely need to get him on a contract extension. And I mean, he does seem to be happy in Manchester United. I think there's rumours going around that he is happy to kind of, commit his future to United. And hopefully he does do that, because if he does stay and keep performing like he does, he'll definitely become one of the all-time greats at United. Welcome, Choose, welcome to stream, mate. How you doing? But yeah, I mean, any thoughts you have on the game or anything else for that matter, please do leave your thoughts in the live chat. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I tried a few times to do this stream on my computer and stuff, but it was just lagging too much and I couldn't do it. So I decided to go with the phone instead. So hopefully it's a bit better for you guys and it's not as laggy. Tube disagrees with Daryl, says he wouldn't have lost 4-0. Yeah, obviously Romero is actually a pretty good backup goalkeeper. I'd say Romero had to be one of the best backup goalkeepers in the world. So, yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know, he was definitely a good purchase by. I think he was bought by Louis van Gaal actually. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Indy. Paid De Gea whatever he wants. I definitely agree. Just get him the contract. Out of anyone at our club, David De Gea should be on the most wages because he has earned them. He is literally in, you know, I think that some, there's some players who, are on very, very high wages and are very, very talented. But I think David De Gea playing in this Manchester United team has definitely earned his keep. So, fair play to him. I mean, it's true, Chiefs. A lot of the shots were kind of at David De Gea. To be fair, that header from, I think it was Muriel. If it was like anywhere else, he probably wouldn't be able to get there. But the reactions to even, get there, I think it was like 0.25 seconds of reactions from David De Gea to even get to that position was, absolutely brilliant. So, props to De Gea for that. And, he does keep saving us. And I'm just really happy he's our goalkeeper because if he wasn't, if he wasn't our goalkeeper, it's scary to think where we would have been. Even against Arsenal, he made the record amount of saves in a Premier League game. Kept us in it. And I agree, Indy. He isn't human. I mean, he's like Spider-Man, freaking saving things that, there's no way that, mere mortals are going to get to those balls. Tube says, what players are out? Herrera, Rojo, Fellaini, Jones, and who else? Good question. I think those are the main ones. I think Ibrahimovic was back in training, I think. Yeah, Ibrahimovic, I think, was back in training. So, yeah, Indy says Daily Blind. Darmian and Blind, yeah. Although, a lot of reports saying Darmian may be going off to Juventus. So, we'll see what happens with that. Dal says, or Daz's Football Stand, as his new name is called. He says, he asked Zach the question on my preview. DNM75 said on my report that he thinks signing Sanchez wasn't the best decision. I don't agree, says Dal. I mean, ultimately, Sanchez is, I think Sanchez has actually played quite well in the games that he has played in. Obviously, he hasn't got goals, but I think you don't need goals to be, to play well. You don't need to be scoring loads of goals week in, week out. And I do think he's always in there trying to make things happen, trying to, pull the team forward. And I think that is a really, really, it's a great quality to have. It's definitely a great quality to have because, you want to, because if you're the one who's kind of, pushing the team forward, trying to make things happen, even if they don't come off, you're still kind of putting a bit of fear into the opposition. And, at least, we look a bit more dangerous than just sort of sitting back and doing nothing. I'll choose his team for Chelsea. Obviously, I will be doing a preview for that game. I'm trying to get back on schedule with these Manchester United content. So, obviously, today I'm doing the review of the Sevilla game. Tomorrow, the Chelsea preview. And then the next day, I will be doing the review of the Chelsea game. Unfortunately, no watch along. I'm actually out when the Chelsea game happens, which is so annoying. But, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Tubes goes with De Gea, Valencia, Bailly, Lindelof, Shaw, Matic, McTominay, Pogba, Lukaku, Sanchez and Martial. I mean, that is a dream team for most Manchester United fans. I think that if you ask a lot of Man United fans who they'd want in their lineup versus any big team and all their perfect lineup, it'd definitely be that. I mean, you've got that back four, which is absolutely fantastic. The midfield's really solid with McTominay playing really well. Pogba as well, getting in there with his flair, his skill, and Matic as well being that rock-solid player. And then the front three that everyone wants to see, but it seems like Jose Mourinho isn't providing it, is, Lukaku, Sanchez and Martial. And it's annoying because, obviously, a lot of people saying that, why do we bring in Sanchez when we've already got Martial? And I think I was expecting that Sanchez was going to play on the, the right-hand side with Martial on the left. And I was hoping that was going to be the, I was hoping that was going to be the arrangement, but it doesn't seem like it is. By the way, guys, if you are watching, please do leave a like. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Indy says Chelsea want us to have the ball on Sunday, so part of the bus wouldn't be a bad idea. I think, yeah, that's true. Obviously, if we have the ball, we could just play our possession game, and I'm hoping we can. Jose Mourinho, for his sake, he kind of has to win this game, because if he doesn't, then he could definitely be in a lot of bother. Obviously, playing all those mind games with Antonio Conte, he might not be in the best position if it turns out that he loses this game. So, yeah, he kind of needs to win this game, and we need to win this game, because, in the battle for top four and in second place, if we lose another game, then we'll be overtaken. So, literally, we need to be winning these games, and hopefully Liverpool and Spurs and Man City can slip up as well. But yeah, we need to be winning this game, and I have a good feeling. Obviously, every time it seems like I do have a good feeling, it never goes to plan. But ultimately, I do have a good feeling about this game. We seem to have a very, very good record against Chelsea at Old Trafford. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge. Indy's team versus Chelsea is De Gea, Valencia, Bailly, Smalling, Shaw, Matic, Pogba, Lingard, Rashford, Sanchez, and Lukaku. So again, very kind of similar to Tubes' team. Obviously swapping out Lindelof for Smalling. Also playing Marcus Rashford, which is an interesting one. His blistering pace may also challenge Chelsea. I mean, here's a thought also, guys. Do you think that, obviously last season Jose Mourinho put out a very radical plan to beat Chelsea, and we were definitely not expecting it. A lot of people were kind of, why are we dropping Martial and playing Rashford? But, do you think that Jose Mourinho's got a plan, got a plot up his sleeve that we're not going to be expecting? Love to hear what you guys have to say on that. Lingard as a cam. Lingard hasn't had a sniff really in the past few games, so it'd be nice to see Jesse Lingard play a bit. Daryl says getting a draw away is great for the Champions League first leg, because it means we aren't chasing goals when we play in the second leg against Sevilla at Old Trafford. Very, very good point. Obviously, the 0-0 does mean that we're not chasing goals. It's a clean slate, and it's a game at Old Trafford which we'd be expected to win. Obviously, this is not over and done with by any stretch, because Sevilla looked very, very good in the first leg, and we can't really take them for granted. But it was a game that we would expect to win, a game which I'm much more comfortable with playing a one-off game at Old Trafford against Sevilla, and I'm much more comfortable with that than having to play a one-off game away in Sevilla and having to beat them. So yeah, I'm pretty comfortable. Hopefully we can go through to the next round, and then after that, when we get to the quarterfinals, that'll kind of be the aim for the Champions League this season. And whoever we play, we just got to play with pride and confidence, and we need to just go in there and try and get a result. Indy says, as we've got no midfield to play with Pogba because of Herrera's injury. Yeah, that's true. Obviously, that's the decision to play Jesse Lingard from Indy there. I think, obviously Herrera's injury was very, very unfortunate. It did mean that Paul Pogba got to come on, which, I'm not going to say it changed the game, because it didn't really change the game, but ultimately it allowed Pogba to kind of get a good run out before the Chelsea game, and hopefully he does regain his confidence for the Chelsea game, and we can, he can have a brilliant performance. Indy says Chelsea haven't beaten us at Old Trafford since 2012-13. Yeah, pretty long time ago actually. So yeah, we've got a very, very good record against them, and hopefully on Sunday we can continue that and we can beat them, and we can extend the gap between us and them. Yeah, we were crowned 2012-13. We were crowned champions. I was very, very, that was the last time we won the league. It's been too long, man. It's been too long. Tubes' prediction for the Sevilla game at home is a 2-1 win against Sevilla. That'll be enough to take us through. And he also goes with 2-1 against Chelsea. Interesting. Obviously, I'll be doing the preview for that tomorrow, so I'll give my prediction for that. But for the Sevilla game, the second leg, it's going to be interesting. I think, Sevilla are going to they don't really have that much to lose, because I think, obviously they're coming to Old Trafford, and Manchester United have all the expectancy to beat, for us to beat them. So they're coming to Old Trafford with nothing to lose. They can also come to Old Trafford with the confidence that they had a very, very good performance against us last time out. So ultimately, I reckon they'll have confidence, and they'll have a lot of passion in the game. So we'll have to be wary of it. But I think we will win that game, and I think we'll win that game 3-1. So that's my prediction for that game. I will be giving a prediction for the game in the preview I actually do for the game. Daryl says Sevilla will be a win, since we only lost one game at home so far this season. Man City are the only team. Yeah, as we said, we are we are very, very solid at home, especially this season under Jose Mourinho. So ultimately, I think we should be confident going into that game, and we should be confident of going through to the quarterfinals. Indy's prediction for the Chelsea game, 1-0 to United, if we can do the Hazard man marking thing again. Obviously, Eden Hazard seems to be in a bit of form this season, and we do need to, he's kind of the main man still in their team to stop. And I do think we can stop him. Obviously, Jose Mourinho's not a stupid manager, so I definitely think we can stop Eden Hazard. And if we do, I think he's their main focal point. And I think we'll be all right. Dal goes with a 2-1 win to United against Chelsea as well. So yeah, I think everyone in the stream tonight going into that game with a lot of optimism, which I very much like to hear. I like to hear. I'm doing my preview. I don't know, for the Chelsea game. I'll probably be doing it at the usual time of 9 o'clock. But if I don't, I might do it a bit earlier. I won't do it later. I'll probably do it a bit earlier. But yeah, 9 o'clock will probably be the time I'll do the Chelsea preview. Peter Bennett Jones says, "Do you like ham?" I mean, thanks for joining, mate. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new. I do like ham. Yes, I do like ham, mate. Indy says, I would bench Martial for this one game, but it's important to have a plan B. But after that, I would stick Martial straight into our 11. I think, yeah, he definitely does, deserve to be in that 11. I definitely think that, Martial has got a lot of talent. He's a player who makes things happen on the pitch, similar to Alexis Sanchez. He always wants to be on the ball. He always wants to make things happen. And that's a great thing about, Anthony Martial. And I think he's a great option to have. But yeah, keep getting your thoughts in on the Sevilla game, or any sort of, anything else you want to talk about in the live chat. I will read out your comments, and we can talk about what you guys want to talk about. Yeah, I mean, I love a toasty. I'm not going to lie. Do like a toasty. Dal said he's going to the Stadium of Light tomorrow, obviously, or the Stadium of Shite tomorrow, as he put it. I mean, obviously Sunderland not having a great time of it this season. Looks like they're going to go down to League One, which, to be honest, is a bit, it's a bit sad, because, Sunderland have been in the Premier League for such a long time, and, going down to League One, it seems like the end of an era, because they won't be able to get back into the Premier League for so long, so... Yeah, Chiefs go to the 2-2, Middlesbrough versus Sunderland. Yeah, I mean, imagine if Sunderland does get the win. By the way, welcome Crazy Pizza, and welcome Car and Buster Sports as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. How are we doing? Please, if you are watching, leave a like on the stream. If you are enjoying the content, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Welcome Manchester United Fans TV as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you could all leave a like on the stream, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Indy says, "I'll never forgive Sunderland for when City won the league." Yeah, I mean, that is true. That is true. Welcome the line. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining, mate. Please do subscribe to the channel. I know I am kind of, stressing liking the stream, but I just, likes mean a lot. If you do, and if you do enjoy it, if you do enjoy, please do like the stream and subscribe to the channel, as you're saying there, mate. If you don't like the content, then that's fine. Please do tell me if you don't why you don't like the content. But there we go. But yeah, please keep getting your thoughts in on the stream. On what your thoughts are on the Sevilla game. What your thoughts are. I mean, I also want to talk about Scott McTominay's performance. I thought, actually, Scott McTominay played really, really well in that game. I thought that he actually, played really professionally in the stream. Played really, played really, really professional. Played really professionally in the game, and I thought, he didn't show his age. He showed, much more maturity. For his age, so I was very, very happy for that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with his performance. I thought, I thought Lukaku also played quite well as well. So, yeah, mature like a good cheddar, yeah, mate. He ate matured like a fine wine as well. I'm not a cheese man. I don't really like cheese, to be honest. But yeah. Tubes, so Justed isn't a big deal. Bamford, Assombalonga is fine. Oh yeah, obviously, Assombalonga, a few Middlesbrough player. I mean, Middlesbrough, if they come back up, it'll really satisfy me when we beat them, again, twice like we did last season. But there we go. But yeah. Please leave a like if you haven't already as well. Yeah, apparently cheddar's the only choice of cheese. Apparently cheddar's the best choice of cheese. So, look, I mean, if I was going to have a cheese, I'd have cheddar. I'm not going to lie. If I was going to have cheese, I'd have cheddar. But as I said, I'm not really a cheese fan, so... Tube says, IMO, McTominay played well. Agreed. I think he is, he's sort of going under the radar because he isn't kind of an attacking young player like a Gomez or a Rashford. And so not as many people are kind of getting excited about him. But I definitely think he's kind of going under the radar and putting in some really, really good performances. Indy loves a bit of cheese. Dazza says, we hate Sunderland. Oh, yeah. We hate Sunderland, 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 we hate Sunderland. Sunderland are shit. I mean, they are. It's pitiful at this point. It is pitiful at this point. Sunderland at home, then Leeds at home for Borough. To be fair, I've gone to a game where Leeds away fans, and they're a bit raucous. They're a bit raucous, to say the least, but, I mean, they're an ex-great club. Leeds are an ex-great club. Don't worry about that. Peter says, banged a girl from Sunderland once, almost as disappointing as their last display. Oh, comment of the night from Pia. Oh, goodness me. Daz says, Harry and United always going to beat Borough with Jose. Remember the cup game with Van Hart? Oh, God, don't remind me. I mean, it was the worst penalty shootout ever. I mean, Danny Welbeck, Adnan Januzaj. I mean, just think how far we've come, boys. Think how far we've come. I mean, oh, my goodness me. That was like the worst penalty shootout ever, and it was just... I mean, Phil Jones, what was he doing taking a penalty? I mean, that was a shambles. That was a shambles, mate, but fair enough. As I said, if you are watching, leave a like. That'd be absolutely brilliant, guys. And yeah, please do, if you are new and you are watching the channel, please do make sure you stay with the channel, hit that notification button, and hit that notification button, and make sure you're here for the Chelsea preview tomorrow. It's gonna go off, boys. It's gonna go off. I might try and get a few guests on the stream, so stay tuned for that. Indy says, I think that was under Moyes. All right, it was actually. You're right. It was under David Moyes. Thank you for correcting me. Oh God. I mean, they're both as crap as each other, to be honest. Although, at least Louis van Gaal actually won something. Yeah, Leeds like Arsenal then. Yeah, Leeds are an ex-great club. I mean, what Arsenal Fan TV Mo Hayder, I'm not sure what his name is, he always says that Manchester United are an ex-great club. And I'm just like, look at the table. Look at the table, you idiots. Look how many trophies we've won compared to Arsenal. And get back in your place. I just don't understand why he keeps saying that United are an ex-great club. Arsenal are even worse than an ex-great club. It's just ridiculous. You know, but there we go. Dallas said Leeds at home next Friday on Sky Sports after tomorrow's derby. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, you know, Leeds are not a bad side, but I don't really want them back in the Premier League. They're scum. As the saying goes, we all hate Leeds scum. 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 We do. Tube says if we draw 0-0 with Sevilla at home, it goes to penalties. Or isn't that extra time? Isn't that extra time? But yeah, I mean that's hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen because, I mean, you know, we've got good players in our team and we probably hold our nerve in a penalty shootout, but it's too much chance. You want to win it in normal time if you can. Yeah, Mo is deluded, mate. His tweets trigger me a bit. I try not to respond, but they really trigger me. Chooses our penalty takers should be Blin, Mata, Lukaku, Pogba, Martial, Sanchez. Now, it's interesting you say Lukaku. I don't actually think Lukaku is a great penalty taker. Obviously, the one penalty he's taken for us, he's actually missed, obviously, in the Everton game. No, the Leicester game. We still went on to win that 2-0, but I'm not sure if Lukaku's the best penalty taker, but everyone else on that list you said there, Tubes, is a good option, I thought. For other games, there's Leeds. Oh, he loves a bit of Leeds. Loves a bit of Leeds United, the ex-great club. You know, who's famous for such things as... oh, wait. Tudors also haven't won the league since 2004. Exactly. They haven't won a proper trophy since 2004. I mean, at least United can say they won the Europa League or the FA Cup. That's a proper trophy. I mean, Arsenal have won the FA Cup, to be fair. To be fair, they've won the FA Cup. But, you know, I mean, they're in the Carabao Cup final on Sunday against City. If they win, it stops City from doing the treble, which I'm open to. But, yeah. Indy says... Lukaku always shoots left whenever I see him take a penalty. Yeah, obviously being the left footer, always goes to his preferred side. Brother Gaming, what is this comment? Yeah, good. Yeah, thanks, Hughes, for deleting that. Thank you, appreciate that. Thanks, Dal. Thanks, Dal, for joining the stream. Appreciate it, my man. And go subscribe to Dal's channel. It will be in the link in the description. Obviously, because I'm doing it on my phone, his link is not in the description, but I will put it in the description. Don't worry. Yeah, I mean, I do hope Arsenal beat City because, you know, obviously it'll stop them doing the treble and it'll be safe again for another year. But yeah, I mean, it's funny because a lot of, you know, football pundits and that were saying Man City are the best, you know, Premier League team to walk the earth ever. But, you know, they are quite far ahead in the Premier League, but ultimately they haven't won the league yet. They have not won the league yet. So, I mean, they have pretty much won the league, but... You know, you can't say they're the best team ever if, you know, they've only won... I don't know. Tubes has also now won the European Cup. Even Notts Forest won it twice. Yeah, I mean, technically, Nottingham Forest are a bigger club than Arsenal in terms of history. Obviously not in the Premier League, but, I mean, that's ridiculous, to be fair. Ridiculous. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And yeah, go check out Dal's channel if you haven't already. But thank you everyone who has been watching the stream. Please do leave a like if you are watching it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Chelsea preview. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit.